Hello and welcome to Newsmakers, the video series that brings you beyond the car washing and detailing headlines. Today on our Newsmaker interview, Alex Lemmen, newly named CEO of Tommy's Express, joins us. Hello, Alex, and thank you for joining us here today.
Hey, good afternoon. Thanks for having us. Honored to be here.
Sure. Now, today's topic is the news of Tommy's Express Car Wash continuing its expansion with leadership changes and also the creation of new divisions. So just to start off, Alex, for those who might not be familiar, can you please share a little bit about your background, how you got started in the car wash industry, and then how you got started at Tommy's Express as well?
Yeah, absolutely. So nice to be here with everybody. And I think my most recent background is not in the industry, which I'll talk about, but I wanted to start off by offering I've been in it since birth. So I actually was born. My one of my relatives, my father, worked closely with the owners here of the Tommy family of companies. And so when I was born, I was on one of their location signs many years ago. But congrats to the birth of Alex at the time. So pretty neat. Never thought I'd be working with everybody here. Actually, I grew up, did my own thing, went off to college, and then really traveled the world. My most recent role before Tommy's, I was a management consultant with the Boston Consulting Group, or BCG. And we specialized in helping a lot of companies, and in my particular world was the retail and consumer goods space, with many functional problems they were facing. So I worked primarily in the US, but lived in Latin America for a little bit of time, did some work in Asia, did some work in Europe as well. And the topics could range from a retailer wanting to grow from 5 to 300 stores in a particular geography in a year, to supply chain optimization issues, strategy, financial issues, really a wide range of topics. So I did that for quite some time before this, and I'm from the same hometown as the owners of the companies here, again, the Essenbergs, who are well known in the car wash industry. And we started meeting a weekend here and there to talk about what they had going on with their corporate stores and the launch of the franchise Tommy's Express. And we liked each other, I suppose, but kept talking, and I was just blown away with the story and the infrastructure here. I really believe this was the Chick-fil-A of the car wash industry developing in my hometown. And so after a series of about 18 to 24 months of more casual consulting or just being friends, crafted a role here for me at the time of Chief Operating Officer. And it's been almost 2 years since I've been with the team. And it's great. Bring a lot of cross-functional expertise and how other companies do things and structure things to the table from my background, but also grew up actually working in some of the car washes and paint and sliders and scoop and pits. So kind of a nice combination of what a business in our industry needs.
Sure, and thank you for that background. This interview is actually a follow-up to a press release that Tommy's sent regarding some new positions and leadership changes, some promotions, if you will. Ryan Essenberg was one of them, and you as well. So in your new role, what specific ways is your role changing with the company moving forward, and are you expecting a lengthy transition?
Sure. Oh, great question. The role, I always say the role remains the same, which is service with a smile to wherever I can help and best pitch in. But no, not a lengthy transition. You know, we've got a lot of exciting things going on here at Tommy's, and really what this does is it sets us up to focus on all of those exciting things with the right level of focus. So my role transition to being CEO here, which humbled by, but is to keep working with all of our teams on the business. And do we have scalable platforms? Do we have the right systems? Do we have the right people? Do we have the right role progression? What's the strategy and pace for which we want to roll out the national brand? And it's building a cross-functional team and the best functional experts in marketing and supply chain and finance, every facet of the business to help us scale, which complements and marries very nicely with Ryan Essenberg, who many in the industry know. Spokesman, he's been serving in the industry for a long time, and He's working harder than ever. The role change does not signal a different level of involvement from him or anyone in the Essenberg family. But his shift to Chief Innovation Officer, remaining president, is we've been a leader in innovation in the industry for years, first to market with the dual belt conveyor, license plate reader technology, and we continue to push the envelopes of professional high volume car washing. And we've got a number of projects that in the hopper that are super exciting that can transform the industry again. And someone like Ryan, who's been in the business 20 years nonstop, many hours of most waking days, is leading the charge forward on those things. So it really sets us up nicely as a team to both manage the business and build the cross-functional team and scalable platforms that we need here, and also keep pressing forward on being the best car washers in the industry as well.
Yeah, and obviously changes for you and Ryan, and that press release also mentioned the creation of new divisions under Tommy's Express. So can you please share more information about the company's newly formed divisions, including their origins and goals?
Yeah, absolutely. Very exciting times over here. In a lot of ways, the new divisions, sometimes it feels like a startup company in terms of the excitement and the growth of the franchise we're doing. But just a brief background before I talk about the new divisions, because it's all part of the story to make sense. But for many viewers who may or may not know, but we've been in business 50 years, running 8 corporate stores, some of the highest volume express car wash tunnels in the world. About 20 years ago, started manufacturing and selling our own equipment line, Tommy Car Wash Systems, round arches, like Tommy Hilfiger, Tommy Bahama, kind of a signature line, and then became a modular building supplier. And most recently launched the franchise in 2016 to offer professional marketing and operations coaching to accompany what was a great hardware brick and mortar building and equipment platform. And so we've been around a long time. So new divisions are, they're new, but they're based on 50 years of capabilities and building blocks. So the 2 we most recently launched were a Tommy's Express operations division, which is really an offshoot of our running our own 8 corporate stores. And it's exciting. Our 8 stores, 3 are freestanding Tommy's Express facilities, 130-foot tunnels. The other 5 are a legacy brand and Quality Car Wash. And so it's taking a section of that to run the Tommy's Express stores. As we look at our growth nationwide, we're going to have build more corporate stores than we ever have before because the opportunity's there. It's exciting. And to have a corporate store presence in more markets. And so that division is really set up to give us the scale to run more washes in more geographies, and to also be tightly focused on developing our Tommy University teaching curriculum and all of our franchise systems and procedures that have been fine-tuned over the course of 50 years, but we're a culture of never-ending continuous improvement. That's one of our core values, and so that division's really set up to help that aspect of our business. The real estate side, if you ask why we got into franchising, it's because we believe we have a very rewarding, high-value, fun business. It's high automation. There's satisfaction in seeing something come in dirty and go out clean, and we wanted to share it with others. And that's something that the family who owns Essenbergs have been about for many years, helping others get into the space. And one thing you might know, if you're looking at investing in the car wash industry, is the capital requirements. It's not cheap. It's not for everybody, but we feel there's a great deal of phenomenal car wash operators out there that could be a part of this business, and there's not a great platform set up for that today. So the move we made, launching a real estate division, is actually pretty common for a lot of franchisors, where the franchisor or an affiliate company buys prime real estate, builds a facility, brings in a qualified operator, and leases it back to them. So thus kind of expanding the rate of growth of the entire system by bringing on partners who specialize in real estate acquisition and development and construction, and then also expanding the pool of operators that can get into the business. So we're super excited about this. It's a route McDonald's has gone, Chick-fil-A has gone in the franchise space, and we really think it's going to, one, fuel even faster growth and let us get to many underserved markets on our radar, and also expand the pool of fantastic operators that we partner with to run our facilities.
And you mentioned franchising throughout your answer there. So my final question for you is, what specific benefits does belonging to a franchise offer in the car wash industry? And how will these changes that we've discussed here today affect your current as well as prospective franchise partners into the future here?
Yeah, absolutely. So franchising is obviously a concept older than a lot of us listening in here. It's a proven business platform in a lot of retail spaces, right? Even in veterinarian clinics, quick service restaurants, hotels. Franchising is a very common thing because it does provide so much benefit to those in an industry or those looking to get into an industry. So there's a few things I want to talk about when it comes to the benefit, and I think the first is a pretty tangible concept, which is teaching and coaching and partnering, not just providing the classes or the teaching and coaching, but really an opportunity for people looking to, in our case, run a car wash to partner with us, with a deep bench of car wash experts who run some of the most successful car washes in the world, to learn all of our tips and tricks. And so everything from how you load a car to every piece of maintenance when you perform it, to all the professional marketing material and signage on site. We do all digital media management in-house. We manage the club numbers for every one of our franchise stores in-house. So we're able to centralize and perfect a lot of the overhead and a lot of the day-to-day operations and marketing that comes with running a car wash. So we're actually able to do it at a much more effective rate or economies of scale for our operating partners, and with expertise that we've developed over for 50 years, and then partner with our operators and franchise owners to focus on the best guest consumer experience on site every day. So it allows us to put aces in our places, help each other, and run the most successful car washes. It's an incredible platform for anyone in the business looking to become a part of something larger than yourself, or have an uptick in performance, learn new ways of doing things. Or for those looking to get into the business, it's by far one of the most risk-averse, successful routes that you can take. So very excited about that program. The other piece of it that not everyone realizes is the brand and the national consistency and experience. If we all think about places we visit every day, McDonald's being one of them, and every experience is the same. We know what to expect. It's consistent. And so it's a platform to allow a group of different owners within an industry to consistently execute one platform, which creates a national brand and brand essence. It's something that consumers end up wanting to be a part of. And there's a lot of other offshoots or benefits of this long term, like sale leaseback opportunities with franchisors guarantee. It creates a lot of consistency and confidence in the model that provides some interesting exit opportunities down the road for people looking to either move on from the business or migrate it to somebody else. So the economic benefits are large, the know-how is large, and then I'd say the last piece is the community that it builds too. You can benchmark against other operators, feed off each other. There's some healthy competitions, really create a family of like-minded people on the same mission here to serve the U.S. and the world with a great, consistent product in the car wash space. So that's the beauty benefit of franchising. Always happy to talk more about that. These two new divisions really help our current franchise partner base, which we're at about 45 locations open nationwide with over 200 in development. And so all of those operators will benefit on the Tommy's Express real estate division, where if they want our help actually sourcing land and kind of moving the needle on their next sites, we're willing to go ahead and do that and lease it back to them. And so that'll allow everybody who's in the system to grow quicker, if that's a strategy that they're interested in. And on the operating Tommy's Express operations division, we've always had a franchise operations division, which coaches and consults and visits all of our franchise locations, but we'll now have more corporate store hubs in different geographies as we expand, and we'll have faster innovation on our training materials and execution of our actual innovations. So a lot of this is to lower barriers for franchise partners to grow quicker, to add more value to their operation, and to increase the speed at which we all grow together.
It certainly sounds like an exciting time for the entire company, and congratulations to you and Ryan on your new positions, and we wish you all the best moving forward. Thank you again for joining us today.
Yeah, thank you so much for hosting us. We're very appreciative. We hope to see you soon.